Meet me outside, meet me outside. Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street Pete, sick dough crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm buying crypto. I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every morning we go over the crypto news, talk about this crazy crypto space. Good morning, Hugh, to you and the wolves out there. I hope you're excited. Yes, it's back to work. Get your ass in gear and make that sick dough. I have some big stuff for you. 5 more days. 5 more days for this ending red candle. Do you know what I'm talking about? Most likely someone in here is going to find out the answer before we get to it. But let's give you the update. You come in every day. Wall Street Pete does this crypto research for you. None of it's financial advice. You come over, gentlemen, twice as nice. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell, all notifications. Let's get to 1.45K subscribers, will you please? Lots to talk about. Peter Schiff, excuse me. He should be a skiff. Christmas gift for Bitcoin holders. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about why I'm in love with Biconomy. I think I have, a lot of people are asking me, what is your millionaire token? What token? I did have this recently asked to me. And I sat there and I thought about it. And I was like, wow, everybody knows I'm in love with Cardano. That doesn't seem right? It's the next Ethereum. I said, and if you watched me live, and I just left that up, so we're going to have to go back. I'm really disappointed because I had a video set up. And what did I do? I got so excited, I got rid of it. No big deal. We'll get it back right away. What happened was there was a video the other day. I was telling you 2 weeks ago. I said, you hit the like, subscribe, you follow me, hit the live, follow us on the live. And I said there was an 18,300 price, right? This was 2 weeks ago. And unfortunately, you might have missed it right here. I look like a fool wearing a Elvis hat on. And it's a green crypto Christmas? Well, no. It's obviously, we talked about yesterday, right? We're going to get right into it right now without further ado. Bitcoin could retest 17K before falling flat on its face to 11. Well, right now we're falling flat on our face. We did hit exactly 11K. But most importantly, if you did come in and watch this 2 weeks ago, and of course, they're going to do a commercial on my own thing. But 2 weeks ago, you could have watched this video. We're going to come through. Perhaps if we do break through the top of this pattern of resistance, we can get a 19,000. I don't think that's going to occur. I am very strongly believing in the 18.3 that I said with a dead cat bounce, ultimately giving us a double bottom M pattern. So please be careful. As I finished it off with please be careful. And if you remember back then, 2 weeks ago, well, let's go to the charts really, really quick before we get into the news, but 18.3 on the money. Ladies and gentlemen, we smashed the 18.3. We've not seen it, but that cat bounce coming down, right? Some guy didn't like it. He said it's an ABC correction. It's the same thing. Double M pattern is coming. Here it is. Boom, boom. We're going to fall. If we proceed to fall through the 16.8, which we finish 8 hours and 53 minutes, well, we're going to continue to go down. I don't know what else to say. Hit the like and subscribe. This is what we're talking about. So what we have to talk about today, there's a lot of crypto news. I don't see any. I was going back to the old thing there. So, all right, so here we go. Next Bitcoin halving. The clock is going right now, 465 days, 20 hours, 45 minutes, and 27 seconds. Well, I have something really important to talk about relating to all the halving. There is a chart for the Bitcoin chart I'm going to reveal. Right? And it has a lot to do with the halving, why it's so important, right? We talk about these things. This is what we're going to talk about here. I'm going to get to the chart here now. We're going to go to the 12-month, and I've never done this before, so I hope you are paying attention. Definitely mention. We're going to get some people on today. Let me get some people in here because it's pretty dead right now. And ladies and gentlemen, just keep your eyes peeled on this chart right now. Remember, each candle represents 12 months. It's hard to see with all the bullshit I have in the way, but remember, 69,000 is up here. Green, red, green, 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 red. Green, 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 red. Pay attention to the pattern. It's pretty important to pay attention to this. I think most people, once they realize what is happening here, and we're just hanging out right now, just BSing. I want to see if we can get some people in the chat, maybe to understand that we're live, because we don't have anybody really in right now. I'm just trying to get the Wolves of Wall Street from the Instagram channel. That's it. We are live. Come join if you can. Anyways, here we are now. We're going to talk about this. Hopefully somebody can come in and give us a little feedback with this as well. Maybe the live's not working, but we're going to pay attention definitely to mention on this. So I'm going to get rid of the volume. I don't know why the volume is up 10 times on here. I don't understand why. So I'm just going to get rid of the indicators. Okay. Now, if you pay attention to the Bitcoin chart, we don't do this. We don't look at a year. Right? You have to pay usually to get to the year anyway. 2013. Each candle represents 12 months. You'll understand we had the green momentum coming in, right? It was new. We got the retracement immediately. It was dying already, right? Talked about this. Then we went 3 years to the upside. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there was another year where we went all the way up still here, but then went down for the whole year and continued, and it died again. I don't know if you remember that, right? 84% fall. We talked about it. 86 here, 84, and now possibly an 85, 84% coming as well. Well, if you look and continue to see the chart, we get 3 more coincidental years to the upside. It's kind of crazy, right? And if you look at my chart to the right here where the arrow is, it says there's 4 days and 9 hours left for the 12-month candle to proceed. Now, I'm not 100% sure where we're going to go, but if I did pay attention to each green zone, well, that last 4 to 5 days pretty much verified to be the bottom. I don't know if you've seen that as well, but once we got and clicked over to the new year from 2014 to 2015, before the new 3 years in a row up, well, for some reason, we never really went down much further. Let's see if we did that again. So we went to the negative, and as the furthest we went here, well, the furthest of the new year coming in that we went was 3,400, although it went all the way down to 32.3, so it's fairly close. So I get back, and I was just checking for the 12-month again, and as I proceed to pay attention, well, that's something we are similar doing now to the fall here. This could be the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, that 15.4, wherever the hell we may now be calling the last bottom for this recent low that we have established, somewhere around the 15.4. So I want to say 15.5, 15.4. This could very well be the bottom if we hold this in the next 4 to 5 days. This is very important for the Bitcoin chart. Getting into the crypto news now really quick. Japan, poised to lift. Ban or none domestic stable coins. This is a very bullish sign going into the 2023. Japan's top financial regulator is set to do away with a long-standing ban on the distribution of foreign firm-issued stablecoins. So you can check out the whole article if you want to read the rest. I'm just going over a quick tidbit information. Shiba Inu takes over lead dev, ignites buzz around new partnership. Shiba price stagnates, although that is being said. As recently as Christmas Eve, Kusama tweeted that Shiba Inu, I say it horrible all the time, will be released very soon, emphasizing the importance of the next year for the project. Happy holidays for more than half the world. He then goes on and proceeds that there is a layer 2 blockchain that is coming into the mix, which could be that, and they are no longer alone. He does believe instead of destroying and bringing the news into the crypto Christmas and New Year's, he's going to wait, party time, enjoy your time, he's basically saying, and then next year is an important one for humanity. So he already knows recession is in play, so does the rest of you. Getting back to Peter Schiff, Peter Schiff here says, Christmas gift for Bitcoin holders, right? And what the hell is going on with him? What's his problem? It looks like Schiff wasn't willing to take a break. Even on Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, he is one of the doubters, right? Claiming that this is now support and is continuing to go lower, and it is a lot closer to the ceiling of 69,000 as it is towards the bottom of where we potentially could be going, and then proceeds to bash it. But the problem is when you take your gold, and I just want to know, when you take your gold with you, right? And I have a nice chart here that backs it up as well. When you take your gold and you need to chop some of it in half, your physical gold, how do you pay that off? You have to get rid of it all, right? And get your money's worth. You're not going to be able to get half a bar. So I don't understand what the problem is when Bitcoin versus gold. I hate to tell you, this chart tracks gold versus Bitcoin performance from a dollar investment on October 6, 2009, when Bitcoin first had a market price. I humbly dedicate this chart to Peter Schiff in honor of his tireless promotion of Bitcoin and his audience of gold bugs. We are forever grateful, right? And it shows the 1 year of what's happening here. I do like this little chart here that he put up together, and this is Willy Woo. Thank you very much for putting this together. And then he does show the investment to Bitcoin going in, how much it's worth, what year it is, right? May 2011, there's 21,000 if you invested the $1 for the Bitcoin versus the gold. And over time in the purple here, on what you would have made and what you would have established as far as exponential gains, right? And this is the amount you would have made on your dollar. And he's pretty much explaining to you what Bitcoin has been doing fairly well, the same pattern, just in two different areas, right? It's pretty amazing how our low here is still creating some type of wealth that is beyond believable for the gold. So I am a big believer, and why is that a big deal? Because to me, when it's time to sell, when it's time basically to get rid of some of your payments. When it's closed on Sunday, you can't do, the banks are off, or whatever the hell may be happening. It may not be the time of day. It's in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. You may be able to do whatever you need to do across the world. It doesn't matter. Bitcoin is amazing. So what I believe we're going to find now is a lot more people are going to understand Bitcoin is good. There are 22,000. I just want people to understand that. There are 22,000 cryptocurrencies currently in the crypto space. So if you look up there, right there, there's a 22 right here, 22,131 to be precise. I do believe 22,031 of them are going to be shit to zero, worthless garbage. What does that mean, Wall Street? Well, my humble opinion, I do believe that there will be a good 100 of cryptos assets that will be worth a shit. Or worth or whatever you think. So in my humble opinion, I do believe that there are 22,131 crypto assets in the crypto space, but only yet 100 are worth what is possibly to be here and could be worth putting your money into. So imagine that, and perhaps that number is even lower than that, as someone may agree with that. Wall Street, Crypto, and crypto. We talk about a lot of things. The top 10 richest people crypto in 2021, as we know, 2022, they got a lot richer, and we're going to go over that in just a second, right? We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Here we are now. If you want to just go over it really quick, I found this to be very, very, very interesting. Satoshi Nakamoto, $58.5 billion, right? As we know, nobody could understand who this man was until we figured it out. Sam Bankman-Fried, I thought this was a joke. $10 billion. So that seems to be a little bit of a joke to me. $10 billion, we already know what his net value is worth now. Or perhaps do we? I don't know. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, $6.5 billion. This is in 2021. Brian Armstrong has been doing pretty well with Coinbase. I do believe some may disagree with that. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. I mean, remember, it's not easy to run a multi-billion company here or organization. Then we got Mehdi Zan, $3.2 billion. Next up on our crypto list, rich list, is one of the more anemic and less well-known figures to the feature here, which I would have to say I'm not a big fan of or know much about him. But the gentleman born in China, making some headways in the crypto space, up Bitman in 2013. And this is why I say you always got to do your own research, right? Even I didn't go over all these. I just went over the quick names. If you pay attention to, right, Chris Larsen, $2.8 billion, the Ripple co-founder, as of news of late, with the lawsuit that's going on for 20 years. Who gives a crap? Because I really don't care about XRP about that. And then you have Binance CZ, the CEO of Binance, $2.1 billion. Remember all these numbers now. Keep them in your head. Michael Saylor, 1.9 in charge, the CEO of MicroStrategies, as we know, all right? And Jihan Wu, 1.8 billion, also at Bitman Partnership. So pay attention to your surroundings. We got 9, we got Taylor, then we got the Winkle twins, 1.6 billion each, by the way, as they carry the 3.2 billion, and then Barry Silbert, 1.5 billion. The last spot on our list goes to someone at a mere 17 years old, the youngest person to ever qualify as a stockbroker in the U.S. So pretty cool stuff to read about this. You do your own research, learn about what they did, maybe perhaps what you're going to do to get there. And then we come to the list today, right? As we find ourselves today, put in a quick list here. CZ on top of the list. net worth in March, as this is the crypto space, to 69,000, $65 billion. What is it net worth now in December of this month? 4.5. Yeah, it's pretty rough, ladies and gentlemen. But how about Sam Bankman-Fried? $24 billion as of March. That number went up significantly, if you've noticed. Get Stephen Curry, Tom Brady, and all the big wigs, and that goes up quickly. His net worth as of today is zero zilch. So if you've yet to hit the like and subscribe, please, now is the time to hit the like button. We went over a lot on this video for 16 minutes going in, about 4 more minutes, and then we'll go over a little bit of economy. And we're going to finish Bitcoin here because I do believe, as we're talking about that, and we went over there, we're going to talk about this yearly Bitcoin chart. It's pretty impressive. You see that. I want to break it down a little more. And as you see, Ripple, not really affected because the lawsuits are not finished, of course. Barry Silbert, as we had on the list here, $3.2 billion now down to zero. You want to read about that. Winkle Twins obviously invested, lost a third of their money or their net worth. The other Winkle as well. The other Winkle. Chris Larson, another XRP CEO partnership, $2.1 billion now worth, still not as bad. Gary Wang, if you've noticed on here, down net worth to zero, and Brian Armstrong getting a big hit, all the way down to $1.5 billion from the $6 billion. Now remember, all this happened while crypto was raving and ranting in the space to everyone. Now we talked about Bitcoin, we talked about this. Good morning, Sean. This is a long live video already almost over, but I want to talk about this. A lot of people don't pay attention to this. Now, you know my mess that I have, but pay attention to this pretty strong in depth of what Bitcoin's been doing over the years. Now, Bitcoin's been taking a whooping, right? We already know $1,209 came through. We were excited, right? If we were in 2013. Poodle, what up? What's going on, man, Poodle? We got people coming in the house a little late this morning, unfortunately, but that's all right. So you see the red candle in 2014. Each candle is 12 months. We're going to reiterate this over one more time. 1 year, 2015, we finished up. 2016, 2 years, we finished up. A third year consecutively, we finished up. 2017, what a year to remember, if you know what I mean. And then as we proceed, we get the 4-year halving. As I'm telling you, in the 4-year cycle, this is how it can be for Bitcoin. Nothing will change this. Nothing will be different. But this could happen. And now, as you see, a downward percentage coming in, as 2018 was a horrible time. And then, as you can see, we go 1 year, 19, 2 year, 2020, and 3 year again, 2021. So when is the best time to buy Bitcoin on a 12-month chart or any chart? But you may not be paying attention to the 12-month chart. That could be your issue, ladies and gentlemen. Watch what is happening. We have 4 days and 9 hours. 4 days and 9 hours. I hope I woke you up, because if you're paying attention to this chart, I've paid attention to each depth, and now I'm not saying this is going to happen, but the RSI level is at an all-time low for Bitcoin, just saying. Not financial advice, no pun intended here. Anything can happen, though. This is the serious about Bitcoin. What we see here on the yearly is that the fall before the 4 days and 9 hours hit, when we switched over to the new year candle of the 12 months, we have not found much of a fall since then. We matched it and then came through. We had a high volatile pump to the upside that year and then came down, which we then second guessed if Bitcoin was really going up. Well, then the next year after, it really surprised a lot of people, and its bottom became somewhere where we didn't even know we could come back to. And now if you pay attention to what is happening, every 3 years we're going up. If you would get the next 3 years to the upside, 2023, 2024 being the best, or perhaps the second best, and what happens is 2025 being the ultimate best year and the best productivity out of Bitcoin. So I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen, by 2025, Bitcoin could be somewhere in the 200,000, 250K BTC price. I don't see why that's not possible. The way these charts are moving, the way everything is going, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's just insane. If you see the percentage gained coming, and I'm really curious to see if we could play this type of game, because we really have come down way too low. But I do love technical analysis. I do love crypto. And if we were to start gaining a support level, and I want to say just a support level here where I'm looking at is this area. It's just starting to build something. If we could start building a gain of support at the 30,000, actually that's crazy, because that's the number that we are supposed to come back to. If we can get that jump, I do believe that this price would occur in the next bull cycle, which is now 96,000. So it's pretty interesting seeing this chart, which would then obviously from then would go all the way the hell back down, probably to touch the 45,000. Now remember, I'm saying this because I may never touch this again just to see what happens. This could be my yearly chart for fun. And matter of fact, I'm going to move it right now to the top on my right list. So remember that, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to do is keep this yearly chart up for fun and see if we go all the way to 96,000 in this new year bull run of 2023, 2024. And do we find ourselves there coming and retracing back after? But 2025, as I said, I kind of expect that to maybe happen. So we'll see what happens with that. But what I'm saying here, this is pretty interesting. This chart, to me, I don't think is possible. I think we're going to go higher because if you could see, we went 3 years. And if you watched last time, there was a lot of less people in the space. And if you look, there are a lot more holders of Bitcoin. I forget how many it is, but we could look it up and have fun with it. How many Bitcoin holders of one whole Bitcoin are there? I think it reached over 1 million addressees already. So Wall Street Pete's sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? We come over to you with this crypto news, technical analysis, and bring you some fun things that no one else may bring to you. I had a great time doing this. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section, did you enjoy this? I'm going to go over Bitonomy another time. I know I didn't go over it, but it's the Web3 Ethereum blockchain. It's like, so now crypto is the internet before the internet, right? Well, Web3 is now crypto before crypto. And if you could really understand how stupid that sounds, well, it may be pretty simple to you. So let's pay attention to the next 5 days. I'm looking forward to the new year. I don't believe that these red candles will come down any lower. If that 11.5 does hit, I am going to be buying like a crazy madman only because of what we went over today on the yearly. I have not seen a new year candle, a 12-month candle on that chart, fall below the previous low of the previous year, if that makes sense. It seems like it holds some pretty good support. So I'll tell you right now, if Bitcoin is going to fall, and just remember I said this, if Bitcoin is going to fall, and as I said in yesterday's video, it's going to fall flat on its face. We're going to go into 17K, and you can go do the chart and check it yourself. Did it go to 17K and then fall flat on its face as it's doing right now? It is. I believe that we're going to be getting to the bottom. I really do believe we're going to be getting to the bottom. So, Uncle Petey Buns, I love that. I know who that is. So I believe we're getting to the bottom here. And as you pay attention, it's going to be more and more important to really watch this chart. 5 days. In 5 days, this could be the most volatile, craziest bloodbath you've ever seen in your life. Now, I'm just saying it could be. I don't know if it's going to be. But I do know that every time, as you've seen on the charts, that we found those 3 green candles in a row, well, when you got that big red candle after the 4th year down, anything can happen during that window of the rest of the candle's time left. So we have to pay attention to that. Listen, we could go boring sideways action. We could go boring sideways action, and it would be fine. It would be absolutely fine. But if we start falling down, understand there's only so many more days to the downside of that chart that's left. That's all I can say to you. I will go back into the chart maybe one more time just to show you what I mean and how important this is. This yearly chart, pay attention, because this right here is going to tell us a lot. Now, if you see here, and you know what? Let me do this. Remove all drawings, and it hurts my heart to do it, but we have to because I can't see crap. And if I can't see it, you can't see it. 1 red, 1 green, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a yearly candle, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't look any more simple to me than it could be. From 2013, I'm watching what's happening, and I do believe that every time this was the bottom. If you see here, now we're going to F it up, but this is the bottom for that year. If you look at the next year, we didn't go lower. Same thing. Before that, right? Let's look at it. If you look before that, as I did it somehow, there you go, I put the line. We didn't go when we finished that year trending over, but yet maybe a little under. If you see, we did go a little. And I'm thinking we could go to 11.5. It's very possible. But I want you to see the correlation of what we're getting. Each time we switched over to the 12-month candle. How much lower did we go than the previous low that we had? We didn't. We didn't go any lower. So we have to pay attention to what's happening. Could this be And now, I don't want people to come on my channel or come on here and say, oh, well, the next candle, you said the next candle for 2023 was going to be green. Ladies and gentlemen, we have this entire year coming next, which is going to say 365 days for this to adjust to this color, and we'll do it exactly to become where we want it to be. So we have 365 days, which means you should be excited. You have 365 days, ladies and gentlemen, to get the money. To get the monies. It's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe in the network? Do you believe in the technology? It's not up to me. It's up to you. My name is Wall Street Pete. None of this is financial advice. This is my strategy only. I go over this every day. We talk about the crypto news. Ladies and gentlemen, that chart should smack you upside your head if you're still confused about what is going on. As my great-great-grandmother used to say, Peter, I love you too much. Well, guess what? There's something wrong. I'll smack you upside your head. The phantom hand is coming. Pay attention definitely to mention what's going on. Have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful week. If crypto gives us a reason to come live, we will for you. That's why you hit the bell, all notification. Share this with a friend. Let somebody know, hey, there's a 12-year candle that's going around. It's showing common sense to the world. Do you see it? Take care.